But let's begin the off-season, shall we? We'll start with the coaching carousel. No one wants to offer us an extension from Memphis, which is okay by me. And I'll just go through some of the big names so that you can kind of see who gets hired and what at all. Penn State hires Tim DeRutter. From Fresno State, Bill O'Brien was fired. Snyder retired from coaching. And they're going to hire Tommy Tuberville from Cincy. Arkansas fired Brett Bielema. They hired Charlie Wise from Kansas. Missouri fired Gary Pinkel. They hire Luke Fickell from Ohio State. Fresno State needs a coach. They're going to hire their offensive coordinator. Tuberville's probably going to hire. They hired Tom Herman from Ohio State. Cal fires Sonny Dykes. They're going to hire Matt Campbell. Maryland fired Randy Edsall. They're going to hire Ron Carriger or something. Kansas needs a new coach. They'll hire Pete Lembo. Pitt fired Paul Chryst. They hired Jeff Quinn. Toledo hired Bobby Petrino from Western Kentucky. Mike Riley got fired from Oregon State. UCF's coach retired. Jerry Kill got fired. Minnesota wanted to offer us a job. I'm just going to stay with my contract. I want to turn Memphis into a powerhouse. Maybe after a national championship, but not after 1 year in a bowl loss. Yeah, I want to stay with my contract. Alright, that's good enough. We'll check the coach changes afterward. Before we move on to players leaving. Yes, we know Yakov Kolenkov is level 31. We'll check coach changes. We'll start with just head coaches. See extension. We'll start with the fired. Actually, no, we'll just go in order. Just kidding. Air Force had an extension. Akron fired theirs. Hired Sonny Dykes. Extension. Bielema got fired. We saw that. Ball State hired Robert Prince. Buffalo hired Alex Wood. Saw Matt Campbell. Central Michigan making the coach change. Bielema is now at Duke after they fired Cutcliffe. It says Kansas has Pete Lembo. I think we saw that already, though. A lot of extensions. And we'll go by our conference later. Mike Riley's now at Alabama. Alright. We'll go ahead and check the American now. Cincinnati's got a new head coach. We knew that. UConn, SMU, Southern Miss, and UAB all offered extensions to their coaches. And UCF we saw already. Offensive coordinators. Oh, we extended our offensive coordinator. That's nice. Colorado State fired their offensive coordinator. Houston fired theirs. We've got a new defensive coordinator, Jim Knowles. I don't know who that is. Alright, players leaving. I hope we all have graduation, and that's what we've got. We lost a wide receiver who never played. I'm going to sort by overall, I think. Actually, no, we'll go by just this, I guess. We'll start at QB. We lose our backup. We lose our backup halfback. We lose a wideout who never played. We lose Millicent, our tight end. That stings. We lose our center. We lose our right tackle, or a right tackle. We lose Corey Jones and Anthony Brown, and that stinks. We lose Tavon Bolden, backup. We lose Lonnie Ballantyne and Anthony Watson, and we lose Tom Hornsey. I guess real quick, just check some of the big name schools. Some transfers. I'm going to check Nebraska real quick, just because obviously they're my favorite team. You got Courtney Love's transferring, Vincent Valentine's transferring, Nate Gary's transferring. And they don't have any projected declaring, so. Just real quick, we'll take a look at, see who's transferring where. Transfer. I'm just gonna look for like some big names, I guess. And I'll check the American teams later. I'm just checking some big names first. Just looking to see if there's any like high overall players like Kieran Parker's going to Texas. Alright, I'm tired of this. We'll just check some of the American teams, I guess. Or at least the ones I remember anyway. Cincinnati. They've all got graduation. Colorado State's got a transfer. Leaving for Marshall. Byron Jones is declaring early, projected to be a 7th rounder. You idiot! Stay in school, improve your stock. Are you dumb? Apparently, I check Kansas just because I'm curious. The team we lost to. Kent State's got a transfer. SMU has a couple transfers actually. Oh, Southern Miss. UCF has 3 transfers, maybe 4. That could be big news, I think. Alright, we're gonna move on. I'm done looking at this. Go ahead and look to transfer requests. No, we're not going to import our draft class. No one wants to transfer to Memphis. No one wanted to draft Lonnie Ballantyne or anyone. I guess I'm not surprised by that. Real quick, let's do our coach skill tree, I guess. Put it there. Put it there. We've already seen that. Now we get into the meat of the off-season. And I'll go ahead and show you. We're down to only 4 scholarships left. We had some work, put in some work on the recruiting trail. I'll sort by overall first, I guess. Actually, wait, no. I think I have all the people who are already committed written down. Our first commit was Brandon McDonald, the punter. He'll probably take over right away. We didn't punt much anyway, so I don't care if he's not that great. He's 6'1", 213 pounds from Mulberry, Florida, and he committed in week 5. The following week we got Jermaine Petty, a free safety from Columbus, Georgia. And he's solid. I mean, I knew we were losing our safeties, so I looked at that. And then in week 7 we had 2 more commits. Rashad Moore, a center. He's not that great, but he's someone we can develop. He's 6'4", 315 from Springfield, Illinois. And we also got our receiving tight end, George Peterson. He's 6'8", 260 from Smyrna, Georgia. And it says he went down 3, but I'm more concerned with his catching ratings, honestly. And he's still 65, that's not terrible. Week 11, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 12 commitments in week 11. We had strong safety Terrence Kaineri from Lincoln, Nebraska. He's 6 foot, 195 pounds, 73 overall. I believe he had good zone, like normal. Yeah, good zone, decent tackle, not great speed. We also had Albert Scott. You know what, I'm tired of going in order like this. McDonald, Petty, Moore, George Peterson. And also, one of our week 11 people, we had Lawrence Knox, an athlete from Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. 6'2", 198 pounds. And I believe he could play wide out corner, free or strong safety. Got decent speed. Doesn't have great tackle, so he'd probably be a corner. Because he's got 75 recognition, 75 man, 80 zone, 64 press, 70 catch, 70 spectacular catch. I'm thinking, honestly, if I put him anywhere, it's probably at corner. We graduate like half of our corners this upcoming year, too, I think. We got Joe Holloway, 79 overall defensive end. He's a 4-star, as was Lawrence Knox. The other ones weren't really great. Joe Holloway is 6'4", 257 pounds, Florissant, Missouri. Beat out Alabama to get him. And he can probably come in and push for starting time almost immediately. I mean, we lost both starters. We did Terrence Kaineri. We got free safety Jason Patrick, 6'1", 209 pounds from Wilmar, Minnesota. He was a gem, 73 man, 70 zone. Tackle Andre Weber, 6'3", 280 pounds out of New Orleans. 79 pass block, 80 run block, 80 impact block. Daniel Clayton, an outside linebacker from Marquette, Michigan. He's 6'1", 240 pounds. Just, again, solid prospects. We had Rich O'Neal, a 64 overall, 6'3", 214-pound strong safety out of Douglas, Georgia. Brandon Webb, a 5'11", 181 wideout out of Paris, Tennessee. He was a gem when we scouted him. Has great spectacular catch, decent speed, decent catching and catching traffic, I guess. We had Sam Ridd, a defensive tackle, 6'6", 280 pounds out of South Cleveland, Tennessee. Adam Hayes, 4-star halfback, 6 foot, 219 pounds out of Harrison, Michigan. He might be able to push for time as a backup right away. Lionel Brooks, a JUCO athlete, 5'11", 206 pounds out of Rose Hill, Virginia. I think he could play wide out corner, free, and strong safety again. And he is only a JUCO sophomore, not a junior. He got solid speed, 84 recognition, 73 tackle, 80 man, 82 zone, 82 press. He got solid receiving skills too. That could be 2 more corners we're looking at. Albert Scott, a 6'3", 232-pound middle linebacker out of Pearl River, New York. His commitment will help give us a pipeline into New York next year. Nate Austin, 77 overall, strong safety, 6'2", 202 pounds, out of Skiatook, Oklahoma. We've got a pipeline coming into there next year. And Austin was a gem when we scouted him. Kyler James, a 6'1", 215-pound athlete out of White Sulphur, Virginia. And I have Kyler could be a linebacker, maybe a corner or a safety. I don't know, he's got solid linebacker ratings. I don't think he's got great coverage or anything though for to be a corner or something, so that'll be something to look at. Maurice Miller, an athlete, 4-star. 6'1", 230 pounds out of Esperance, Washington. Maurice Miller, I've got wide out or halfback. And if you look at scouting, he doesn't have great catching skills though. So he's probably a running back. Got Tony Day, a halfback, 6'2", 185 pounds out of Depew, New York. Jimmy Rodriguez, 75 overall outside linebacker, 6'2", 209 pounds out of Comic, New York. And that leaves us 4 scholarships left. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people we're looking at. So I'll start my probably largest deficit. Teddy Taylor is someone I really, really want. Charlie Heath, I think we need a backup QB still. So it probably wouldn't be a terrible idea to try and get Bobby Smith. We got Jay Barnes, wide out. Cole Banks, a JUCO wide out is I'll search for top 3. I'm not sure if he's a junior or a sophomore. Wait a second. Sorry, we'll go back to Barnes is or not him. Banks is a JUCO sophomore, okay. So I'm thinking, how many wideouts did we already have? We already had one, maybe another 1, 2, 3. But I don't know if I would set any of them at wideout. I'm thinking no to those two. And we're gonna go after the rest of these guys. We got 15,000 points to work with, so I think I can put like 3,000 on each of them. Actually, I'll start with 2,000. I'll put 3,000 on Banks, I think. Because I do want him. Barnes, we've got 3,000 points probably to use on him. Gonna set us up to about 8,000. Yeah, 8,050. Take another 3 to 11,000. Actually, I'm gonna go 5,000 points on Teddy Taylor. I don't know why, but I really want him. No, we'll go 3850. We'll go 2,500 on Bobby Smith. Um, 35. How many do we have left? Still got 1,600. 3,000 for Bobby Smith. 4,000 for Teddy Taylor. 4,000 for Jay Barnes. 3950 for Cole Banks. Is that what I want, though? Let's take a look at their ratings again. Barnes has 93 speed. He won't break many tackles. He's got decent catching. Decent speed for Banks. A much more solid just pure catcher. But he'll already come in and already be a sophomore. What does our defensive tackle spot look like for next year? Yeah, we got Paxton Lynch as our backup plan right now. Which that might not be all bad either. Terry Redden, Martin Ifedi. And I know we've got one coming in already, Sam Britt. I could probably move one of the ends to defensive tackle. But I still want Taylor, so. Honestly, I don't know if I need Bobby Smith, though. So we're going. I'll take 1,000 off of him. I think I would be okay if we used Paxton Lynch as our backup. I really want Teddy Taylor. I really want Jay Barnes. And I really want Cole Banks. So we'll put 4,300 into all three of those guys. And 2,050 into Smith. My top three are Barnes, Banks, and Taylor. I'd be okay with all four, or a combination as long as I get probably at least one of the wideouts in Taylor. And let's save it. We're done with recruiting. And come on, bring me some good news.